Introduction: Unleash your inner wordsmith. In the bustling marketplace of ideas, words are your currency. A well-placed phrase can open doors, spark understanding, and leave a lasting impression. But just like any skill, mastering the art of language takes practice and a willingness to learn. Think of this essay as your toolbox, filled with practical tips to boost your daily communication. We'll tackle grammar gremlins that trip up even the best of us, explore ways to supercharge your vocabulary, and navigate those common language landmines that can lead to misunderstandings. Whether you're writing a crucial email, engaging in lively conversation, or simply want to express yourself with more confidence, these tips will empower you to become a true wordsmith. So let's embark on this journey together and unleash the power of language. Section 1. Grammar gremlins, be gone. Grammar often seems like a tangled jungle, but fear not. A few simple tricks can help you tame those pesky grammar gremlins. Let's start with subject-verb agreement. Remember, singular subjects need singular verbs, and plural subjects need plural verbs. For example, she writes versus they write. Easy, right? Next up, punctuation. Think of commas as pauses for breath in a sentence. They help to clarify meaning and avoid confusion. For instance, let's eat, grandma versus let's eat. Grandma have very different meanings. And don't forget the power of a well-placed apostrophe to indicate possession or contractions. Another common grammar gremlin is the dreaded pronoun confusion. He, she, they, it. These little words can cause big problems if not used correctly. The key is to make sure your pronouns agree with the nouns they refer to. For example, the dog wagged its tail, not their tail. Finally, watch out for misplaced modifiers. These sneaky phrases can completely change the meaning of your sentence if not placed carefully. For example, I saw a dog chasing a cat on the roof paints a very different picture than I saw a dog on the roof chasing a cat. Remember, clarity is key. Section 2. Vocabulary. Your word powerhouse. Expanding your vocabulary is like adding more colors to your linguistic palette. It allows you to express yourself with greater precision, nuance, and impact. But how do you go about acquiring new words and actually using them in your daily life? One effective technique is to read widely and actively. When you encounter a new word, don't just skip over it. Take a moment to look it up, understand its meaning, and even try using it in a sentence. Another helpful strategy is to keep a vocabulary journal. Jot down interesting words you come across, along with their definitions and example sentences. Don't be afraid to experiment with synonyms and antonyms. Instead of using the same tired words repeatedly, challenge yourself to find more descriptive and impactful alternatives. For example, instead of saying happy, consider using words like joyful, ecstatic, or delighted. Remember, building a strong vocabulary is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Be patient with yourself and enjoy the journey of discovering new words and their subtle shades of meaning. The more you engage with language, the richer and more expressive your communication will become. Section 3. Dodge the language landmines. Even the most seasoned communicators encounter language landmines that can trip them up. These are often common phrases or expressions that are easily misused or misinterpreted. Let's diffuse a few of these potential communication hazards. One common pitfall is the use of literally when you actually mean figuratively. For example, saying "I literally died laughing" is an exaggeration unless something truly tragic happened. Another area to watch out for is the difference between less and fewer. Use fewer for countable nouns like fewer people, and less for uncountable nouns like less time. Be mindful of homophones, words that sound the same but have different meanings. There, and there are classic examples that often lead to confusion. Similarly, your and your can trip up even the most careful writers. Remember, context is key when choosing the correct homophone. Finally, be aware of regional variations and colloquialisms. What's considered polite or appropriate in one culture or region might be offensive or confusing in another. When in doubt, it's always best to err on the side of caution and use more formal language. Conclusion: your language journey begins now. Congratulations! You've now been equipped with a toolbox of practical tips to boost your daily communication. Remember, mastering language is an ongoing journey, not a destination. Embrace the process, be patient with yourself, and never stop learning. The more you practice, the more confident and articulate you'll become. So go forth and unleash your inner wordsmith. The world is waiting to hear what you have to say.